Hey guys, I am coming to you with a video on a hair product. It's actually a hair curling iron contraption, automatic curl sucker upper. It's crazy. So what it is I got this at Ulta. I actually knew that, I don't know the brand name, Babyliss, I don't know how you pronounce it. Whatever, you know what I'm talking about, at least I hope you do. It first came out costing like $3.99 and I thought, who would pay that much for a hair product? I'm not, you know, because I can spend that money on makeup, which is more important to me than having a perfect curl. But I was like, I'm gonna wait and see what's gonna come out, because everyone copycats each other, and I knew it was gonna come out in some form or fashion and it was gonna be cheaper. So I was right. Ulta has a Conair, this is what it's called, an Infinity Pro Conair Curl Secret. It's a curling wand, and what it does is it takes the strand, and I'm gonna do a demo for you guys, a live demo. It takes the strand of hair and it sucks it up into the actual barrel or compartment of the hair curling machine or tool. It sucks the hair up into that area and it keeps it there for a few seconds while it heats it up. So it's kind of like a heating element that's inside there, and it just heats all of the areas of the hair strand, not the one that's just on the actual heating element, and it gives you a perfect curl each time. I'm so excited about this product, and I'm so excited to be doing a review and a demo for you so you guys can see how it works. I am going to turn it on. Let me put this down somewhere. This is what the machine looks like. So machine or tool, whatever you want to call it. One end is very solid, doesn't have anything on it. And then the other end has the heating element in there. It's not turned on yet, so this is nice and cool. Once I do plug this in and start it, it's going to heat up, and that's where the hair actually gets sucked in. So you actually place the hair within this area right here, and then once you close the tool, you can see that this little kind of piece clamps down and holds the hair in tight. When you release it, it releases the hair, and you kind of just pull it away, and then the curl will just fall out. Not out of your hair, but out of the chamber. I was very, very hesitant to try this out because I have tried it, and I was so afraid that my hair would get caught up in it. I was just very, very scared to use it. I didn't want to just like remove this off of my hair while it was kind of heating up. I was so scared that it was gonna completely like burn my hair off. So what I did is I started with one strand down here. So if I had to cut it out or it fell out, I wouldn't be as devastated. I mean, I would be devastated, but not as devastated, and I would be able to kind of hide it. But I actually had a good turnout with this thing, but the toughest part for me was the back of the hair. I also thought that this thing would be heavier than it is. Not as heavy as I thought it would be, because I thought maybe my hand would get tired of just holding it in different positions, because you have to use at least an inch or half an inch of hair. You can't put too much in there, because if you do, it'll kind of clog the chamber up. So it is a lot of pieces that you kind of have to put in there. And it does take a little while, not too long. I was actually pleasantly surprised on how quick it took me one morning to do it. But because of those little portions or sections of hair, and there's going to be more of them than a curling iron, it didn't take that long. But I thought because I was holding it for a longer period of time, it was going to be very heavy and daunting, and it wasn't. So I was very happy about that. The curls are beautiful. They are very uniform in shape, and they are perfectly heated throughout. So what I really liked about it is it has a reverse safety function on it. So if your hair does get kind of tangled in there, all you have to do is kind of like let go of it a little bit. So you kind of hold down, and if you feel that it got tangled a little, just let go, and it kind of does like a reverse type thing where it releases the curl out of the chamber. So it did get caught up in my hair in the very back, and I thought, oh no, I'm gonna end up going to work with this rat nest type of thing in the back of my head, and it ended up working out, thank God. What I did is I just kind of lightly released it, and it kind of reversed itself, so it worked out well. It is scary though when it does get caught up, because you're thinking, oh no, it's going to be stuck in there getting heated up and it's just going to burn your hair completely, but it didn't. At least it didn't for me. So that was a bonus that I was able to get it out and then just go through and do the strand. And the reason it happened was because the strand of hair that I chose back here was thicker than the other strands that I was working on. And I think it's because I was trying to get through it quicker and I just got a little lazy and I got more hair than I should have, and that was a no-no. So just follow the directions and I'm sure you'll be fine. So what I'm gonna do is go over the different settings that are on the handle, and this is your on and off switch right here. So it's low and high. Then you have these other settings on this machine, and these are seconds is what I'm understanding. So it's 8, let's see, it's 8, 10, and 12. Now on the 8 setting, you're gonna have a looser beach curl. The 10 setting is more of a medium size curl, and then the 12 is going to be more of a tighter curl. So it gives you those options. So what I'm going to do for you guys is turn this on. The light is actually blinking, so I flip the switch on to low. I actually have it on high because I want it to get pretty hot. You can see that the light is blinking. Once the light is done blinking, tool is ready to be used. So we're just kind of gonna set this down and I'm gonna wait for the tool to heat up, and once it goes to a solid light and the blinking stops, I'm ready to use it. So I'm gonna do a live demo with you guys. Hopefully I don't lose any strands of hair, and hopefully this won't be a bomb. Either way, I'll show you. If it does fall out, you're gonna get a sneak peek of that. I doubt that it will because I've already used it and I was very, very pleasantly surprised with how nice it is. So what I'm gonna do is do 3 strands for you to show you how it actually works. There's 3 strands are gonna be at the 8-second interval, at the 10-second, and then the 12, because I want you to see the difference in curls. I don't even know what those look like because I only went with the 8, and the 8-second one was good for me because it was like a loose beachy curl, and it turned out very nice. At least I think so. So I'm going to wait and I'll show you what the solid light looks like. I'm sure you've seen it on other tools that you have used. And again, I am going to do a live demo so you can see it. The 8, the 10, and the 12 have a beeping consistency. So when you have it in your hair, it beeps and then it beeps again, and then it does a consecutive number of beeps. And once that consecutive number of beeps ends, that's when it's ready, and that's when you will open up the chamber and then release the hair out of the chamber, and then it'll reveal your curl. So I'm curious to see what the 10-second one looks like and the 12-second one, because I've only used the 8, and I was really, really surprised with how nice the curls looked just on the 8. Now we have a solid red light. I'm hoping you guys can kind of see this. So I'm going to start off with this side here. We're going to do this one as an 8. And they recommend that you brush your hair out so it's free of any tangles, because the last thing you want to do is have something in the chamber with tangles, because then it's going to make it a little hard for the actual machine to kind of turn and grab the hair properly. What they state is that you take the side, not the one that doesn't have any holes, not the solid side, but the side with the chamber, take that facing your head. So what you're going to do is lay the hair sandwiched in between. You can start close to your head, middle of the hair, or lower depending on where your curl you want it to start. I'm actually going to go about, I'll go all the way so you guys can kind of see what happens. So as soon as I squeeze down, I want you guys to see this. As soon as I squeeze down, see it suck up my hair, beeped once. It'll beep again, beeped again. There's the consecutive beeps. I release it, and there's my curl. It's pretty amazing. So that's the 8-second one. That's what I did the other day. And what I did is I actually ran my fingers through. I let it cool down because it is hot. Not like crispy hot or anything like that where it's too hot to touch. But what I did is I kind of did this 8-second interval all the way around my head, and then I sprayed it, let it cool down, and then once it was cooled down, I sprayed it with a light flexible hairspray. Then I ran my fingers through my hair, and then I sprayed it again just to kind of form it into shape. And I was left with really pretty curls. This is the consistency of curls throughout. You don't have any indentions in the hair like you would if you were using like a regular curling iron. You just have a beautiful round curl. So I'm going to switch it up to the 10 mark now, the 10-second interval. I do know that once you switch from one interval to the next, the consecutive beeps get longer. I think that was like 3 or 4. So the next strand I'm gonna take, this is gonna be for the 10-second one. I'm gonna brush it out. Now remember, the barrel part goes in towards the head, and then I'm going to, you can see the hair right here. I'm going to close the chamber. I'm trying to get a good angle for you guys. I'm gonna close the chamber, sucked it up, first beat, second beat, third, fourth, consecutive beeps. I released it. So this one kind of gave more of a tighter curl to it. Hope you guys can see that. That's better. So let's do this. So you'll see that this one is loose, like a beachy wave. And then this one has more of a tighter curl to it. Slightly tighter, but it is tighter. Let's do the third one. I'll take a piece from here. Always make sure that your hair is dry and clean. That's what they stated in the directions. And make sure you use a heat protectant and then let your hair dry, because anytime you put any heating tools on your hair, you don't want to damage it. I'm gonna pump this up to 12 seconds. And I'll take about this big of a strand right here. I hope you guys can see that. I combed it out. I'm gonna put it in to the chamber. Got sucked in. First and second, third, fourth, fifth. Now I'm gonna release it. And it is definitely a kinkier curl. It's actually more curled than the other two. You guys can see it. I kind of like 12 seconds the best out of all of them. However, 8 turned out really nice. I would assume that the higher the seconds, the longer your curl will last because it's heated longer. So this is a really pretty look. Maybe I'll start a style with just like half straight and half curl. Who knows? I may start a trend. Anyway, I am hoping that you enjoyed this demo. You know, you could see how easy it was. It didn't take very long. And like I said, I was pleasantly surprised on how quick I was able to do my whole head. The curls are really pretty. I'm gonna wait. Let me just run this through my hair. You can see. Gives you a nice little kind of wave to it. I'm waiting for this one to cool down a little bit, and then I'll run my fingers through that, and then you guys can see it. So it's definitely an interesting technology concept. It's very futuristic. I love the idea of it, and I'm sure that more and more companies will come out with different variations of it. This is just so cool to me. Now I'm going to run my fingers through this. As you can see, it's very pretty. I really love it. I think it's such a great idea. I was blown away when I saw it. I'm blown away at the fact that I don't have to kind of roll my hair, wait for it, drop it down, take another section. This is kind of doing the work for you. You just place the hair in there, it rolls it for you, and then it'll tell you by a series of beeps when it's ready to come out. I did notice that between the different second intervals, it was the single beeps that were longer in between than the consecutive beeps. So that's the only difference from them. So I think the first one was like 3 beeps, the other one was 4, and then the other one was 5 for 12. I hope you guys enjoyed this demo. Here's the tool again. And to actually buy these, I have seen them at Ulta and Sally's. The one at Ulta, which is this one here, Conair Infinity Pro Curl Secret. This one at Ulta was $99, and I actually picked this up when I had my 20% coupon, so I got it for around 80 something, which I thought was a really good deal for me, especially when I saw the first one that came out was like around $2.99 or $3.99. Very, very cool product. I'm so glad that I got it, and I'm pretty sure that if others come out with different types of curls, maybe more of a tighter curl or even bigger barreled curls, I would definitely buy it. I would definitely pick it up. I'm very, very glad that I got it. I hope you guys go out and try one for yourself just to see how it is. It's just so cool, and I feel like I have a piece of the future in my hands. I just never thought that a curling iron would ever, you know, come to this. Not ever. So very, very cool, neat invention, neat idea, whoever came up with it. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed this demo and this video review on this product. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and tell your friends about my channel. You guys can also follow me on Instagram and Keek. I also am a part of other social media sites, and that information is down below in the description bar, all under the name Beauty2Shoozz. And I will also have the actual name of this product in the title of my video, I believe. If not, I will also have it down in the description bar. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys again. Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to Beauty2Shoozz.